Go, 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 go!
Hi, welcome. How many for yum cha today?
For 2 friends, please. Hi, Joyce.
Cece, were you affected by any of the back to school traffic this week?
Not really, because I take the SkyTrain.
Oh, lucky you.
So the SkyTrain is like a commute. It's like taking, oh my gosh, my COVID brain.
Oh yeah, are we announcing that? Cece has COVID right now. She's never had COVID. This is her first time ever. So she
I have
survived the COVID years without getting COVID.
And then I finally have COVID.
Oh,
This COVID
darling.
brain is real. It's so foggy and everything.
Symptoms now besides that.
It's actually not as bad as what other people went through, but it kind of feels like a cold. My ears are kind of plugged, congestion, foggy brain. Like I'm so delayed. And everything I eat never makes me full. Like it's like for some reason I have like a great appetite.
Yeah, that's
And
interesting because normally people are more white how,
yeah, some weird shit happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, how about you? How was traffic for you? First week of September.
It was actually not bad considering I was on the road the first day of school. With the one time I did get stuck in traffic, I was like, oh my God, right, it's back to school. But it was just like one time. I don't know why, but I was kind of reminiscing, trying to remember when the last time back to school actually affected
Yeah.
us,
Yeah.
right? I think even like
Totally.
post-secondary didn't really affect because post-secondary was like every semester, right? So it wasn't really like,
Mhm.
back to school in September. But then I was thinking like, back to school. Like, do you ever go stationery shopping at Staples for back to school?
Yeah, of course. I loved it. It's like the one thing I look forward to. Buy some
Really?
new binders, new pens, buy some new accessories for your lockers, buy a new
my
lock
God.
for your locker.
Oh my God. Did they ever make you, there's in elementary school, they give you a list of checklists of what to buy.
Really?
You never got that? You never
No,
got
I
that?
never did. No,
They
I
give
don't
you
think
like
I can't remember.
I remember there was just like when I first came to Canada, they gave us a list and then it was like, oh, you have to buy this box. It's like a stationery box and it's like the kit or something.
Huh?
Do you remember that?
No, I don't. But, to be fair, I went to a really different school.
I thought you were going to say, to be fair, I'm like a lot younger than you.
No, I went to a private school, so like I think everything was kind of like set.
What was your most exciting thing? Well, I guess stationery shopping. Was that your most exciting thing going back to school?
Yeah, and then getting my new planner,
From school, the agenda.
Yeah, the
and
agenda.
Decorating it.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite part. I loved
How
it.
did
And
you
of course,
decorate
seeing
it?
my friends.
How did you decorate it?
Nothing. I like to clean. I like to just draw. I like to like put my name on it and be like, this is mine.
I like wrap it with wrap paper. Yeah.
So weird.
I know. Let's start from the very beginning of time when we started. It seems like it's a long time, but it's not really a long time. Do you remember when you first got your period?
Yes. I was in Hong Kong when I first got it. And my mom wasn't even there. My sister wasn't even there. It was just.
Wait, like for summer vacation?
Yeah, it was me and the nanny at that time.
Okay. Remember how old you were?
I think I was 13 or 14.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was definitely in grade 7 or something.
Yeah.
I remember this. And then I was like, I call her Auntie B.
Yeah.
That's my nanny's name. I was like, Auntie B.
Do you know what period was?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was like, Auntie B, I'm bleeding. And I was like, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm bleeding. And then she's like, honey, you have your period. I was like, oh, what is a period? And like, I feel like Asian moms at that time, they don't really tell you or prepare you for these things.
Yeah.
So I was kind of just like on my own. But anyway, so.
Was Auntie B helpful?
Yeah. Like, she was like, we'll get you like this, and, and all that stuff. And then she called my mom. And then my mom spoke to me on the phone. She's like, oh, this is really natural, blah, blah, blah. I was like, Mom, I wish you prepared me for this. Like, I was so frightened. I was like, I'm bleeding.
But was it just like, oh, you went to pee and then you were like, what is going on?
Yeah. I was like, this is not normal. Am I dying? But anyway, so that's I totally remember this. But anyway, how about you?
Oh my God. I remember it was summer. It was the summer just before high school. So I just graduated grade 7. And then, so it was that summer in between elementary school and high school. And then I woke up one morning and then my entire underwear was blood. And I was like,
Oh, I'm getting so fainty just thinking about that.
I was like, okay.
No.
And you don't even realize, because like I think in the last couple years for me, like currently in the last couple years, it starts with spotting.
Yeah.
But then I don't remember ever spotting for the first 15 years or a little more than 15 years that I've
Well,
had
your
my
body's
period.
finally regulating.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, there was like no symptoms or anything. And then so I woke up and then my entire underwear was covered with blood. And
Oh, I don't want to think about that, Joyce.
was like,
Stop.
yeah. And then I had to call my mom. My mom was at work and I was like, mommy, and she's like,
My COVID brain can't handle this visualization in my head.
And then, you know what my mom was worried about? She was
What?
worried that I would stop growing at that point because I was still really short. I was not even 5'5". Actually, no, I was 5 feet, I think. I don't even remember. And then she was like, oh my God, now that she has her period, she's not going to grow up anymore.
No, you have at least a year.
Yeah, my mom was really worried about that. But anyways, that happened. And then I had to learn. Have you ever had accidents? Like you go out and then it comes and then you're like, oh shit, and you stain anything?
Yes. Yes, 100%.
Is there anything memorable?
I mean, even till this day, I sometimes have.
Okay, yeah, some of my coworkers too, they're much older and they're like, oh my God, I just stained the chair. I'm like, please do not. Please take that chair away
That
from
happened
me.
to me once. I 100% stained the chair.
What color was the chair?
It was black, thank God.
Okay,
But
okay,
anyway,
okay.
yeah, it's usually those moments, but it's like never bad, you know? I mean, I always have something to cover up.
Do you use tampons
Yes, 100%.
since the very beginning?
No, I started using when I was like in my maybe early 20s. No, I think as like a young teenager, you probably shouldn't until like you're more regulated.
Okay, well, I'm not a young teenager anymore. I still never used a tampon. Never
Why,
ever in my life.
Joyce?
I don't, okay. Yeah, I've never. The only time I tried to was because I was getting ready to go on vacation and I had my wax booked and I was on my way and it was actually the last day of my period and I had to get this done that day because otherwise I'd be flying out already the next day. So I had to get it done that day and my period was on the last day. It was like, like a little bit, not too much. And then so I was driving to the appointment and I was like, okay, I just don't want to like, mind you, my wax lady has seen everything. Okay. Like wax ladies,
Oh, I can't.
they've seen everything, but still, I was like, okay, I should just respect our space a little bit. Right. But then I was like, okay, I'm just going to stop at Superstore. I'm going to buy a box of tampons, even though I've never used it before.
Oh no, which brand did you buy?
Tampax.
No, that's like the
No,
worst
really?
thing to buy. You're supposed to buy Kotex, the one that clicks.
Oh, I didn't even, okay. See, I've never used it. This was like, I want to say 6-7 years ago. And then the first time I ever put on a tampon, attempted to put on a tampon was in the bathroom at Superstore.
Tampax is the worst. It's like cardboard.
Okay, yeah. So it was so uncomfortable. I was like trying to put it in. I was like, is this normal? Like, why do people even use this? Because it's so scratchy.
It's terrible. That's like
It
the
was
worst
so
experience.
Oh my God, it was so uncomfortable. Anyways, I shoved it in. I think I shoved it in correctly. And then I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I just need this to work, do its magic for like another half an hour. So then, I had it in and then I went to my appointment and then I told my waxing lady, I was like, hey, remember last time you told me if I was on my period, I could still get a wax done. So I'm like on my last day. I'm like, it's like a little bit. So then I went to, your face is so hilarious right now. And then so I have a tampon in right now, okay, but I've never used it. She said, okay, yeah, that's fine. I was like, I left the string out. Are you sure we'll leave the string out? And then
Okay,
she was
this
like,
is so descriptive. I can't. My head, I can't. Normally I could handle this.
wait, you do leave the string out though, right?
Yeah, of course. But like this is too much description for me today. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and then she's like, okay, yeah, that's totally fine. I was like, okay. So we're doing our thing, and usually when we're doing our thing, she usually keeps me entertained. I don't know what we were talking about. We are talking about everything. And then all of a sudden she stops. I was like, oh, are we done? She's like, no. I'm gonna give you this. And then she gives me 2 pieces of Kleenex. And then I was like, oh, what, like, is there something on my face? She's like, no, can you just sit up and just deal with whatever you see? I was like, what? And then
Stop. Oh,
and then I
no.
sit up.
No.
It had fallen out.
Oh my God, Joyce.
It was the tampon had fallen out. It was sitting in between my legs on the bed.
Oh my God, no.
No, but there was nothing on there because, it was my last day, right? So I think there was like, nothing. But
That
like,
poor woman. Oh my God, that poor lady. She's like,
and I was like, oh my
ew.
God, I'm so sorry. And then she's like, oh my God, don't worry about it. There's nothing I've never seen. We're all women. And, I've seen everything of yours. I was like, yeah, you have. Yeah. So that was my tampon experience. So I'm never.
Okay, let me just tell you, that's like so unfortunate I did go through that because Tampax is literally the worst. I don't know who thought that was a great idea to put cardboard in
Wait,
with
there's
a
actually
tampon.
cardboard? Actual cardboard?
It feels like cardboard. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
they give
really
that out,
not.
they give that shit out for free in the airports. That's how terrible it
That's
is.
why. That's why it stuck to my head. That's why I was like, oh, okay, tampon.
No, those are the worst. You have to use Kotex, the one that's like that clicks. Oh my, oh, I don't know
Oh
how
no, but
you.
I'm even very particular with just regular pads now. I only use Kotex from Hong Kong.
Okay, so you know how they say like in like the Chinese tradition, most people are like, I guess the generational people, they're like, no, don't use tampons because you should like let it flow. Like it's just natural.
Mhm.
But I'm sorry, like I cannot marinate myself in pad for 7 days. Like that is disgusting.
No, but you're not using the same pad for 7 days.
No, I know, but it's gross throughout the day. Like, don't you feel
Okay, this is
gross?
gonna get really, yeah, like when you feel the clump.
Okay, no, stop. I can't. My COVID brain can't handle this, but like, I just think it's important that you feel good during your period, right? And if one thing is gonna make you feel good using a tampon, then use a tampon.
Oh, I feel great. Yeah, with my pad, with my regular pad. So you only use tampons from like on your period, like throughout the entire cycle,
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It's life-changing.
even on your last day.
No, not my last day. Last time I just used like a liner.
Oh, okay, but you don't use like regular. No, I'm like a total like okay, but what about when you sleep?
Well, sleep I use like a pad, obviously.
Right? Do you use like the overnight super long diaper ones?
Yeah. You're technically like supposed to change your tampon like every 3-4 hours.
Right.
Kind of like a pad, you know? And it's, I don't know. I just cannot imagine marinating myself in blood anymore. That's so disgusting to me. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I'm totally a pad person, and I only use Kotex from Hong Kong because
Oh, I mean, those stuff are good.
yeah,
Actually, pads from Asia are fucking amazing.
yeah, there's this particular line that I use that is like herbal smelling, and
Or
it's
is it the blue one? Or the,
green, the green.
oh, green. That one's good too. Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I go back to Hong Kong, like that's the only thing I buy. Like half my suitcase is filled with
Yeah,
pads.
it's good stuff.
And it's because it's cotton, and I can't find a lot of cotton pads here. I think there
No.
are, but it's just not the same.
Yeah. If it's like 100% cotton, it's really good.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, oh, well, since I discovered that, I was like, I'm only gonna use Kotex pads. And
Did
then
your boyfriends ever buy you like pads?
okay, that's what I was gonna ask you. No, but did yours?
No, I would just be like, take me to Target or take me to Superstore and I need
You
to
go get it
buy.
yourself.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, and I'll just buy myself and then I'll just grab snacks along the way.
Would you ask them to go buy it?
Yeah, I would.
I think it's totally fine.
Yeah, of course it's fine. Just Google screenshot what you need and send it to that person.
I think some men are embarrassed to be standing in that aisle and looking at it, but it's like,
A true man will buy a woman what they need.
right?
That's a real man right there. Every time I see a guy holding pads at the grocery store, I'm like, this is a keeper.
Yeah, right. I think or like liners or just any like feminine product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When a girl needs something, your girl needs it.
Yeah, exactly. So when you were getting ready to graduate in high school, I'm talking about, did you
Mhm.
think about like what you wanted to do? What do you want to?
No, I had no idea what I even wanted to do in my life.
How has your aspirations changed from, let's say, like like in elementary school, they're always like, oh, write about what you want to be when you grow up.
Yeah, honestly, fuck that.
What did you want to be?
I didn't even know what I wanted to be. I seriously didn't even know. Nothing. I was like, oh, maybe a teacher because that's what my sister's doing, so I'll just follow her footsteps, right? Because it seemed like my sister at the time really knew what she wanted to become, and I was just there. Like at that time, I could even barely even like get into college. I was like,
Hmm.
you know, I'm not the brightest academically in high school.
High
I
five,
was
high five.
much more into high five. I was much more into sports and stuff, so I made a lot of friends through that. And then I got into a university, and then I didn't even know what it was. It was called communications arts and technology at Simon Fraser. So I was like, okay. It was like it was more marketing and sales related, and it was actually kind of fun. And I realized, oh, when you study the things you like, you actually are good at it.
Yeah.
I
So-
kid you not, I didn't even think I was smart until I got into college. I was like, I got into the honors roll. I was at like a 3.9 GPA. I'm not even kidding you.
Wow.
And like in my exams, I was like 99%.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding you. And then I minored in environmental science. I got a certificate in this. I didn't even
You
realize I was
minored
smart.
environmental science?
I did. I know. It
What
was
do you learn?
natural disasters, all these environmental things. 'Cause I thought at one point in my life, when I was in university, I thought I wanted to be in emergency management. So like,
Wow, that's so
yeah,
cool.
like
Sorry.
planning how to manage disasters, like natural disasters. That's what I want to do, and that's why minored in environmental science
Mm-hmm.
because I thought that would help. And then I started working during, university as a development. So that's how I kind of eventually got into that. And anyway,
I think gaining some work experience in different fields is really important in terms of like when you're in high school, you've never been exposed to the real world. How are you supposed to know? And the courses in high school, like seriously, I don't remember which course I actually have put into practice in high school.
oh, none. You'll
Um,
never use
right,
algebra.
right, like
You'll
sine,
never
cos,
use,
tan. Like I
yeah,
remember what those are, but I don't remember like when was the last time
no,
I've used it.
no.
Yeah.
You'll never really remember much about like, sciencey stuff unless that's
Yeah.
what your field is.
And then I think I see a lot of my friends my friends who actually work in the field that they studied in are mainly accountants,
Yeah, yeah, totally.
right?
100%.
Or software engineers.
Yeah, yeah, computer
Yeah.
science. Yeah.
I think those are the only friends. Everybody else, I feel like a lot of them actually had to continue schooling after post-secondary, after
Yeah.
graduating.
Like they do something completely opposite of what they
Yeah,
studied.
yeah. I have a friend who graduated, who got her degree, and then she went back for like for legal or people who are in nursing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Other than that, I don't have a lot of friends that I know who actually are doing what they studied.
No, I wish the high school curriculum is more preparing children these days to
Mm-hmm.
kind of be more
Expose
practical
them.
and hands-on, as opposed to like
Yeah.
those for career fairs. Like it doesn't make a
Yeah.
difference. Like you go to career fairs and it's so overwhelming and
Yeah.
probably even more confused what you want to do.
I took a couple of months off between high school and
Mhm.
post-secondary as well because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to study. It seems like everybody knows
Mhm.
what they're studying. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's really important. And then you start working. I worked at a shopping center, the customer
Mhm.
service, and I got to work with their marketing team a
Mhm.
lot with events and stuff in the mall. That was really fun. And I was like, oh, okay, this is actually fun. And never ever in my high school life, I would think that I would do a designation in business, well, marketing.
Or like
Never.
you didn't even really know that that field
Like
existed.
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all you knew was like math, calculus, chemistry. Like, am I going to become a scientist? No.
No, no.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. Do you think you're the same person as you were in high school and now?
Yes and no. I think I'm still the same person because I don't think my personality has really changed, to be honest. Like, I think I'm still kind of the same person. But in terms of my boundaries, yes. Like, I used to let people, like, kind of just, oh, okay, I'll just shrug it off. I didn't know what I didn't know, right? But in terms of friendships, yes, my boundaries have been a much more in line with who I am now and what I allow and don't allow. But yeah, I think I To be honest, I think I'm still kind of the same person. I mean, obviously I've grown up a lot, but in terms of personality wise, I'm still the same. Like I'm still friendly to everybody. I'm still
Yeah.
kind, or at least I hope I am. How about you?
Yeah. I'm a lot more self-aware now.
Of
I
course,
think,
yeah.
yeah, so much more self-aware. I think I used to do things without, and it's not like I had the intention to hurt anybody or I
Yeah.
remember there was one time, you know how like in grade 10, 11 chem class,
Mm-hmm.
there's in chemistry in the classroom, they have you usually sit with the next person. And then when you do labs, you'd be doing labs with the person
Yeah.
sitting next to you because there's like a
Yeah.
gas line in the middle, right?
Yeah.
So then when the term started, I always sat in this particular seat. And even though there's no assigned seating, I've
Yeah, you
always
had
sat in
your
it.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was sitting with my friend. And I don't know why there was this girl who always wanted to sit in my seat. Like every time like I'm always there before she gets there. And every time she gets there afterwards, she'd be like, I really want to sit here. I'm like, no, like just go sit somewhere else. Like you've been
Yeah.
sitting in the back row this whole time. Like just go sit. And why does it have to be my seat? Why can't you pick? She's like, no, I want to sit in this seat. I'm like, no.
Weird.
Um, and then there was one time I got there later than she did and she sat in my seat and I was like, excuse me, this is my seat. And then she's like, well, there's no assigned seating. And
I mean, to be fair, there is no assigned seating,
there
so she's
isn't.
not wrong.
Yeah. And then so I was like, oh, okay. I was so pissed. I don't
Oh.
know why I was so pissed. Like nowadays, I'd probably like, okay, fine, whatever. But I was so pissed. And then she was like, there's no assigned seating. I'm sitting here today. Haha. And I was like, oh, I was so mad. She turns around. She continues talking to my friend. I grab all her books that she had on the desk and I
No.
moved it to
Bully.
the seat behind on the other side. And I was like, well, your books are over there now. So I don't know how you're going to get to
Bold move, Joyce. I would never have done that.
because in that corner, it was a couple of my other friends too, right?
Yeah.
Wow. And then like one of them was like, wow, lehopa po.
That means you're a big bitch.
Now that if I'm standing on the outside and looking at her, I was like, wow, she's such a bitch. But then when I was doing that, I was just pissed. And then she looked at me and then she looked so offended. I was like, yeah. And I just stood there, waited for her. And then she got up and she moved to the other side.
Oh my gosh, Joyce, that's crazy. No wonder people are like, do you have cigarettes?
Didn't think that was being a bitch. I was just like, I'm just trying to get my seat back. And then, but obviously
That wasn't your seat. There's no assigned seating.
Oh, I know. If I got to see that person again, I would apologize. And if it was to relive it, I would not have done that. Really.
Wow.
Yeah.
You little bitch.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a bitch moment in high school, to be honest.
Have you had a bitch moment in your adult life?
Yes. I yelled at a person who took my parking spot.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Like, I legit yelled at him.
That's not being a bitch. That's standing up for yourself.
I mean, yes, I could think you could say that, but knowing who I am as a person, I would have just been like, not worth my energy, not worth my energy. I think I was just having a really bad day too. And so I was just like, it exploded. But I don't think I really had ever a bitch moment, to be honest. Or not that I know of. Let's talk about our regrets.
Oh, in school or in life?
I guess like just up to this point in our life. What is your one big regret?
I don't have a lot of regrets. I guess the only thing that I really regretted was quitting dancing.
Oh, what, you did dance?
Yeah.
Jazz dance?
I was a ballerina. Yeah.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
intense. It was like I danced for maybe like 6 years of my life. I started in Hong Kong and then obviously I was really young and then moved to Vancouver and I continued dancing. That was one of the main things I told my mom. Like after we move, I have to continue dancing. And it was really intense. We had a lot of competitions. There were so many performances. Like if you're not preparing for a performance, you're preparing for a competition. And when competitions come, it's like you're literally dancing every day after school for another 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I think it got a little bit exhausting. But I guess the regret would be like quitting dancing because I really, really loved it. And going through the competitions was also something that I really loved too. But I think it was interfering with my schoolwork. But at the end of the day, I also wasn't very good in school. I think in hindsight, it would have worked out better because, I mean, if I went down the ballerina path, like, I don't know what I'd be doing now. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. And I wouldn't meet you. I wouldn't meet a lot of the people that I have met now.
I heard that like as a ballerina, you have to eat, like you have a pretty strict diet.
I
right?
think that's when you go to like professional level. I don't think I was professional level yet. I was
Oh,
yeah, I was a lot of dancing and I was so flexible.
oh, I
Now
bet.
I'm like I can't even touch my toes. Back then I was just like I was like an envelope flap. I could like,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
jealous.
Yeah. Do you have any?
I don't think so. I think I have like little mini regrets here and there, but like I don't think like I have anything big. Maybe the biggest thing that if I look back on my life, I wish I did more for myself. I wish I went away for college, you know?
Mm.
But I think at that time I was like, oh, I want to be close to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now that I think about it, I wish I did more for
Yeah.
me, not for other people.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I traveled more.
Yeah.
I wish I
You
put
thought more
myself
for
first more.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that was probably the thing. But like, I mean, I think in general, I don't have a lot of regrets in my life.
Okay, how about your worst kiss? Would that be a regret? Your worst kiss.
Ooh, I don't. Oh, well, I don't know if this counts, but like, I made out with a guy that had braces on.
I had braces. I made out.
Well, I mean, that was like a different experience for me. I mean, it was a bit slobbery, but
Because of the braces?
maybe. I don't know. Maybe he was just a bad kisser, but I didn't care. I still liked him anyway. How about you?
Do
You remember
have
yours?
Yes, I do remember, but he wasn't anyone significant in my life. He wasn't a boyfriend or anything.
Oh,
Like
like
it was
a
someone,
stranger.
no, not a stranger.
Someone you met at the club. At the
No,
club.
no. I've never been to a club before, by the way.
Oh my God.
Never in my
No.
life gone clubbing.
This should be in your regret. The
I've
amount of
never in my
men you
life
could have
gone
met.
I've never gone clubbing. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Wow.
Have you ever?
Yeah, I have. I smoked a
Yep.
cigar. I smoked cigarettes. I've done weed. But this is all just because like I was curious, but I was never like into it.
Right. I've never touched any of it. But
Wow, good for you.
yeah, never. But I think it's because with the smoking thing, I was surrounded with family members, like close family members who smoke, and it just gave like a really bad image for me.
Yeah, it's like an ick. Yeah.
But it's very interesting because since grade 8, my best friend to this day, we were in homeroom together in grade 8. First time ever meeting her, I went up to her, I said hi, and she was kind of like, she's kind of cold to me for the first little bit. And we ended up having a lot of classes together. So then she kind of like warmed up to me. And then she tells me that she was scared of me in the very beginning when I first went up to say hi to her and talk to her because she thought that I was like a smoker. And I was like, yeah, she's like,
Oh
like,
my
I
goodness.
was like, you look like you would be hanging out at the smoke pit. And like, I was just so scared of you. I was like, I'm the last person.
Yeah,
I've never touched it, but it's very interesting because even growing up to now, I get asked on the street by random people if I have a lighter or if I have.
I know. I remember you mentioned that.
Yeah, I don't know why, and it's always the weirdest circumstances, like at the hospital, in a parking lot.
That's
And
funny.
like at the hospital, this was like at the emergency. I was like dying. I was
Yeah.
literally in so much pain. And this guy freaking asked me if I have a smoke. And he was in the parking lot. And then this guy like was like, "Hey, do you have a cigarette?" I was like, "No!" I was like so offended. And then even to the point where I was out with my friend one time and we were actually talking about this at dinner. After dinner, we were walking in downtown. This guy went up to him. Not me. The guy sees me and then I looked away and then he went to my friend and was like, "Hey, do you have a lighter?" And my friend was like, "What the fuck? No." And then he tells me, he's like, "This has never happened in my life. It's so funny that we were just talking about it." And then
Maybe you look like a gangster.
I don't. Do I?
No, but I think you could come across like you're some badass chick.
I don't know.
You do walk like a boss.
I do? I have a walk?
Yeah. You have like a very fast pace, kind of like dominant walk about you.
Oh, thanks. Oh.
Yeah, so
I don't
maybe
know.
that's the impression that you give.
Maybe, but then when I was in the hospital, I was like literally dying. I was like holding on to the wall.
Aww.
No,
Maybe he thought you needed a cigarette.
Maybe, but
Hi. Sorry, can you give me 1 second?
yes, of course. 冇問題. I'm just gonna talk to myself then.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.